Two economic superpowers locked in a titanic duel. Tariffs slamming doors shut, supply chains snapping like rubber bands. And yet, while the world holds its breath on Wall Street, a silent revolution is brewing elsewhere. This is a pure, no third-party showdown. The US versus China, one-on-one. In the next 11 minutes, you'll meet the 10 countries quietly cashing in on the trade war and learn exactly how they're rewriting the rules of global commerce. Let's dive in.
Number 10, Chile. Copper by day, cherries by night.
In the blazing sun of the Atacama Desert, massive shovels claw into the world's richest copper veins. Even while in nearby valleys, cherry orchards burst with ruby red fruit. Last year, Chile's copper exports to China soared to nearly $38 billion, its all-time record, as buyers scrambled to replace US suppliers blocked by tariffs. And the cherries, packhouses shipped 15% more fruit to Asia's dinner tables, turning orchards into gold mines of flavour.
Number 9,
Argentina. Pampas beef and grain gold. Across the endless Argentine pampas, gauchos still ride, but now they're steering a global export boom. In 2024, Argentina's exports jumped nearly 20%, topping $79.7 billion. Fueled by 935,000 tonnes of grass-fed beef bound for China. When US ranchers hit a tariff wall, Argentina's cattle stepped up to fill the gap, turning ranch lands into global dynamo factories.
Number 8, South Korea. Chips, cars and a profitable pivot.
Imagine neon-lit labs in Seoul, vast chip fabs in Pyeongtaek, and profits going through the roof. SK Hynix's Q1 2025 operating profit skyrocketed 158% as tech giants rerouted memory production to dodge Chinese duties. DRAM and NAND now flow through Korean foundries into US data centers, while Hyundai and Kia flood American showrooms with engines, EVs and SUVs.
Number 7,
Mexico, nearshoring's crown jewel. Drive south from Texas and you'll hit Monterrey's factories humming at full tilt and Veracruz's ports buzzing with activity. Proof that Mexico is the ultimate China plus one solution. Under USMCA, 41 major Chinese projects relocated here in 2024, the highest level since 2003. Skilled workforces, competitive wages and tariff-free US access have pushed Mexico's share of American imports to nearly 16%.
Number 6,
Thailand, Asia's automotive and electronics comeback. They call it the Detroit of Asia, and for good reason. In Chonburi, pickup trucks thunder off assembly lines. In Rayong, EV battery modules spark to life. In Chiang Mai, hard drives and circuit boards take shape. In April 2025, US-bound shipments surged 24%, even as looming 36% tariffs threatened to choke trade. Thailand's factories are the perfect reroute.
Number 5, Malaysia, circuit boards and smart sensors.
Kuala Lumpur's skyline shimmers, but beneath it lies Malaysia's true superpower, electronics. Penang's PCB assembly lines run non-stop, Selanga's sensor plants hum with robotic precision, Batu Kawan's handset factories churn out smartphones by the millions. In March 2025, electronics exports to the US leaped over 50%, propping up a 4.4% GDP growth.
Number 4,
India, from services to manufacturing titan. Picture this: software engineers and factory workers side by side. That's 21st century India. Under Make in India and production-linked incentives, electronics exports shot up 23.6% to $29.1 billion in 2023-24. Bengaluru once wrote code, now it assembles motherboards. Chennai once handled cargo, now it ships finished devices.
Number 3. Indonesia, the nickel empire.
Deep in Indonesia's volcanic soils lies the lifeblood of tomorrow's transport: nickel, cobalt, rare earths. Processed nickel exports rocketed from $1 billion in 2015 to $30 billion in 2022. 9% of total exports by 2023. With Chinese ore hit by steeper levies, automakers and battery makers chart new courses for Sumatra's shores.
Number 2.
Brazil. Agribusiness unleashed. From the Amazon's winding rivers to Mato Grosso's fertile plains, Brazil feeds a hungry world. Early 2025 saw soybean shipments to China soar 13% year on year, eclipsing US exports sidelined by tariffs. Today, Brazil supplies over 70% of China's soybeans. Beef, chicken, paper pulp, they're all on the rise as agribusiness giants pour billions into port expansions and rail upgrades.
Number 1. Vietnam.
The diversification dynamo. At the apex of this reshuffled trade landscape shines Vietnam, a true diversification dynamo. In 2024, US-bound exports hit $142.4 billion, 30% of GDP, even as threats of 46% tariffs loomed large. From Ho Chi Minh City's textile mills to Hanoi's semiconductor test labs, young workers stitch, solder and assemble goods for the world. Free trade agreements and competitive labour costs turned Vietnam into the premier China Plus One destination.
So,
as Washington and Beijing trade blow after blow, remember these 10 nations are quietly rewriting the global trade playbook, mining metals, building machines and harvesting fields, while the giants duel directly without dragging in a third party. Which story surprised you most? Are you backing mineral empires, manufacturing dynamos or agrarian giants? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit subscribe to stay ahead of the next wave on Global Trade Uncovered, where the real winners emerge from the shadows.